Hi, welcome to my tube. Oh, I kind of like how. How. Welcome to my tube. I've been trying that one on lately. How. I said I caught my how. Like, how's it going? How. To the birds in the backyard. God, a lot of different varieties. Season's opening up. That's what it tells me. Season's opening up. Opens up to the season of more birds variety. So, natal Uranus in trine with transit Mercury. It's a notification I just read. Quick answers, great wit, and surplus of insights and solutions are at the ready. A good time to write, communicate with real or originality. What's that? I don't think that spell check recognizes words like originality anymore, or persistence. I think they recognize those are incorrect spellings. Unidentifiable, no word found. The dumbing down of society. Insights and solutions are ready. A good time to write and communicate with real or originality. Inventions and breakthroughs are possible. I might come up with new ideas and thoughts. Creations, because that's what the positive and negative spectra, the electricity in us, our heartbeats, our brain waves, that's what we're supposed to do. Create things for the goodness of all, not just what can I come up with to make a lot of money so the girls like me and I can buy a bunch of stupid cars and I'm going to drive too fast because I don't know how to drive and end up in a ditch anyway, or worse. That world ain't going to fly no more. And for that I am grateful. Made a couple notes today. It's hard for me to... I get a lot of thought process, Mom's always said. She always says. You always did think a lot. You always thought about so many things at one time. That's why I'm clumsy. That's why clumsy people are clumsy, because we're not being present in the moment. We're thinking about past, present, future all at the same time. That's what music does, man. Music is transcendent. They say time machines don't exist. Yeah. Tell that to a couple that has, a song, their wedding song, after someone's been married 50 years and then it comes on the radio, and 50-year song is pretty obscure. I mean, unless you actively go find it, it's not like randomly on, synchronistically on your song from 50 years ago. And every time you hear a song, time goes, so it carries more weight, it has more memory, more vibration, holds more weight around your heart, so the way I look at it is it's more so, 50 years, but then as soon as the first one goes, that song even carries more weight. But some people can't handle that weight, so they try to ignore the weight of the vibrational frequency of love, because they didn't come into this world with it, knowing it. But I'll be damned if I don't freaking leave this incarnation freaking doing everything I can to figure it out and find it for myself. Yep. I'm not gonna let the world jade me. I won't do it. A lot of people have let the world jade them, and their hard candy shells are cracking open. And I know this because it happened to me, because I had a really, really, really thick shell. And if I wasn't careful, and if I'm still not careful, I can be downright mean. It's a vibration. And I learned it because I was taught it, because that's how people treated me. And I realized, as a spiritual being, just because people treat you some kind of way doesn't mean that you have to treat them that matching vibration. You can still love people even though they don't love you. You can. It's not fun. People don't ordinarily do it a lot, but it can be done. But only the disappointment comes is if you have expectations that come along with that love. So, if you're willing to not have those expectations, think about all the world could be. All the love floating around that frequency. It's all, what are the notes I wrote? It's all, okay, different. Oh, I was thinking about that this morning. I was listening to Adrienne Elise, man. I freaking get a lot out of her. She charges my batteries. She does. My spiritual, she fills up my cup. She does. And then she finished her live, and then I'm continuing on my mind in the spirit of her vibe, And I don't. It's whatever happens on any given day is different for everybody, depending on your own astrology. I just try and encourage people to know their astrology, to get in your charts, man. Get in your charts. If people freaking spend as much time in their own stats as they did in fucking bullshit other stats that aren't even going on right now, think about what the world could be, man. Think about what the world could be. Figure out who balances. People can't be manipulated that way. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's the oldest science, and there's so much medical benefits that that go along with it too. It's just, this is all the stuff that hasn't been in algorithms, It hasn't. Anyway, so what the note I wrote here is different frequencies, not the same wavelength. People are literally not on the same wavelength. They don't come. They see each other, and there's like a physical attraction, and that creates a chemical reaction, and then you're chasing sensations for a while. But after that initial spark, that all fizzles out. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many freaking male enhancement drugs you pop. Eventually, it fizzles out. It becomes less of a point of importance. And what needs to happen, and what becomes more important, is the fact that you need to be able to have a conversation with somebody and to work with somebody in life. Like literally work with. Like engage with. Like share your life with, and coordinate things with. And when people aren't on the same wavelength, look at all the stuff that misdropped because your people aren't in the present moment. He or she is telling his story about, their day of in the morning. Okay, this is the day of how I'm planning my day, and this, the old partner over here isn't paying attention because they're thinking about something else, not being present in the morning. Partner A is giving pertinent information. Partner B could give a piss less. Day goes on. Kid doesn't get picked up or something. Something happens. Whatever pertinent information was happened on, it wasn't obliged to because they were not being present with one another. That's what they mean, is when people say, you're not being present with me, is you're not paying attention to the things that I am saying. And you're not listening, because Mom's Sagittarius, some Aries, she had an entirely different background than I did. And so my whole life I've just been trying to figure out how to love her, and I finally figured it out. Whoopee! It's hard, man. It's hard. She don't communicate, but she wants you to communicate, and it's just, it's hard. It's hard. So, anyway, but I'm getting better at it because I'm communicating with her now as what's comfortable with her. That's how I communicate with people. I drop into people's worlds. All right, unless I'm going to a business and I'm like, freaking, I'm there to do something, buy flour or do something, But if I'm going to your house and and it's a personal level, I'm dropping into your world. I'm trying to see all I can about you and learn about you. That's what people do. They absorb people's energy, and it feels good, and you share it. You go home, you're like, oh, I felt so good hanging out with my buddy, and then you chill out. But look at all the dissonance that's created in the world just because people aren't on the same frequency, because they go for that lust, that attraction, that 3D shit. I'm hoping for a world where people date and court and go back to the ice cream social and the, maybe not the cotillions, because that's all leads to weird shit. Propriety. I'm not big on propriety. I can do it. I just choose not to. It's fucking lame. It's a waste of resources. It's all landfill, and the people that put that show on, I've done large scale catering before. They never get the credit anyway. And I always hated it because there was always freaking stains on the glasses. Anyway, people are starting to come more into the realization of frequency and being present. That's the gift, man. Being present. It's hard for me. It's hard. I had a hard time in life because that's what I figured I wasn't doing. I wasn't being present in the moment. Now I'm figuring out a pretty nice balance, a pretty decent balance between, because it's all about balance. Yeah, I could go wander and imagine and create, do all that, and live outside myself. Or actually, that would be going within myself. Or I could live externally. I gotta live externally too. I gotta be balanced. I gotta be more part of the world, and I don't want to, because I don't like it. I like people on a very small scale. Or I don't know. It's like I'm for humanity at all. But man, mostly, man, people fucking suck. Mostly, think about it. That's why the world is the way it is, because freaking more than 51% of the population they operate from a low vibrational frequency. A self-serving, money's real, property, prestige, titles. My title's Heyoka, I guess. It's they're identifiers too, but then people start to get out of control with the titles. Like degree certifications, I think they're all freaking phooey. I mean, you pay an institute, and it's all a racket. People are figuring it out. It's all a racket. It doesn't. You can pay somebody to, for an education, as long as you do freaking don't fail out, which is really kind of hard to do. Because hell, at this point, you could pay people to do your work for you. I mean, it's all. I mean, how many kids don't even go to college anymore, but still have degrees? As long as you pay the money, if somebody goes and takes a test, it's all, there's ways around and kids are lazy, so but they're creative, so they create more ways to do things for less effort. That's low vibrational. I mean, if they just use their freaking for good. Oh, I think about what the world could be. It's changing. I know the shift. I can feel it. It's exhausting. I gotta go out and freaking. I get to go. You know what? I get to go out, have a cup of coffee with a buddy, go for a little drive today. That's what I get to do here in a little bit after I make my breakfast. Listen to some music. Have to. I gotta keep reminding myself I signed up for this stuff. You know what I always say? I was recruited. No way I would have signed up. I was recruited. I got drafted. If Donald Duck were a president, Uncle Duck, Uncle Sam. Anyway, today people memorialize things. It's just freaking retrograde season, dude. It's retrograde season. Stop freaking putting commercial shit on shit. It's retrograde season. Let's create a holiday to perpetuate money where freaking people buy a bunch of freaking plastic, more one-time use plastic, put it on, a grave that they visit one time a year. And, but you weren't that rad to you don't put people in your family in homes. You don't. You take care of them just like they took care of you. Fair is fair, and anybody that agrees with that, that's your ego that hates me for saying that. It's you, it's not me. I've had people unfriend me for that. Yeah, because their parents live in homes, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? I freaking took a $67,000 pay cut to make sure that my mom was and no one's going to take care of her better than me. Oh, that's what it is. They can't take care of them that good. Oh, well, you might want to look at that. I had to look all the stuff. There's stuff I'm inept at. There is so much stuff I'm inept at. The older I get, I'm finding that's why I'm trying to move and put myself in a position where I mean, there's a lot of my time is just because of the house setup, the layout. Like the dogs physically have to be escorted out. So that is like, and mom doesn't take them out. So it kind of, but I mean, I have it set up so I can give myself like a 3 hour window. We have potty pad, the quadrant, Potter pod quadrant. It's like freaking 8 potty pads over the quarter. So it's a lot of I I my logistics are just a nightmare here, but hopefully the universe, I hear the word is when you put positive intentions out, and that's all I've been doing for 3 fucking years. So when you put positive intentions out, that if it's supposed to be, then it works out. So I'm seeing evidence of it. I'm finding out that it is true. I do believe it's true. I always have. It's divine. It's just always divine. I'm Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, Cancer Rising. I cry, yell a lot. I just said that on Adrian Elise's chat, and we're all full spectrum. People just deny their feelings and their emotions, and the vibrations are shaking people up like snow globes. They're stirring emotions up like snow globes. So this retrograde season, this memorial season, it's giving people a chance yet again. Are you doing the same shit that you've done year in, year out, just perpetuating the idea of a dream, of a way of living that has been imposed on you generation after generation, and your spirit is calling you, beckoning you to wake up and go live true to it. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.